Hacker is expected back in court today, this time in Chicago. What we've learned about her escape from Wisconsin.
Thanksgiving travel already in full swing. What items you can carry through TSA and what to avoid to make your holiday trip stress-free.
Plus, get ready for a little Evergreen expertise this morning.
Yay!
Yeah, she's here. We're learning how to spot the perfect tree before you even step on the lot and before you deck the halls. Jennifer Brennan is going to break down the must-know rules for keeping your greens gorgeous on this Tuesday, November 25th.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts now.
Our little gardening darling.
It's going to be a good day.
Can't wait to see Jennifer. Good morning, everybody. I'm Tanya Babich in for Val.
And I'm Terrell Brown. Good to be with you this morning. So as the holidays approach, we and families across northern Illinois are getting a helping hand. Volunteers are packing thousands of meal boxes before Thanksgiving. Val Warner is live in Geneva at the heart of the action this morning. It looks like a hustle and bustle kind of day out there, Val.
It is a hustle and bustle kind of day because literally we just had to run from the other part of the warehouse where you saw the Wheaton North High School volunteer or varsity volunteer cheerleaders working. And then we had to come all the way around to another giant part of this facility here at the Northern Illinois Food Bank. So this is where the magic happens in terms of the distribution and the transportation. There's docks over there to the right. You see all of the pallets are being packaged up right now. And so what the Northern Illinois Food Bank does is this year alone, they've got 93 million meals out. So coming up in this hour, you're going to see what happens when they get all the pallets. Just even when we were here in the 6 o'clock hour, there were way more pallets here. So that's how much work is being done this early in the morning to make sure that we are fighting food insecurity here in the northern suburbs. So we'll send it back inside to you guys. I have to catch my breath.
I know, Val, I know. That place is huge. My goodness, girl, you're getting your steps in for sure this morning. Well, today, you know what? The rain, it's stepping out as far as the heavy rain goes, but we're still left with some drizzle around the area. Going to keep an eye on these visibilities. They're not great, especially out toward DeKalb, down through Ottawa, down to about quarter mile, 3/4 of a mile out in Aurora and into Morris. Right now, 47 degrees out at O'Hare, 48 degrees in Gary, 47 degrees in Morris, and 45 degrees now in DeKalb. Heavy rain, we're done with that. We have lingering showery conditions, drizzle, and fog. And I think this fog is going to linger most likely even into at least the early part of the afternoon. High temperatures today up into the 50s, but a strong cold front comes our way tonight. We'll talk more about that influence coming up. Diane.
All right, Tracy, thanks very much. Taking a look at the big picture to start things off. The Stevenson, the busiest expressway this morning with a travel time of about 40 minutes. The Kennedy, not too shabby, roughly 30 to 35 minutes coming in or out of the city. Got a couple crashes for you. This one, eastbound I-80 near Harlem. Finally, everything's been pushed over to the shoulder. We've had a couple of crashes there all morning long, creating really big delays. Now the delay is just about a half mile, and as I mentioned, everything is over to the shoulder. Eastbound I-88, exit ramp to Peace Road. Check out our Toei 2 camera. This is all but wrapped up here, this crash. We only have the authorities left on the scene. The vehicle is on the flatbed, actually both of them should be gone fairly soon. Tanya and Terrell?
Okay, got it, Diane. Thank you. Today marks the start of the busiest Thanksgiving travel period in 15 years.
From crowded airports to jam-packed highways, families are already on the move. Jasmine Miner is live at O'Hare with tips on what to pack and what not to pack if you're traveling with holiday food. Jasmine.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, we just spoke to the Chicago Department of Aviation, who tells us they are expecting this Thanksgiving holiday to be their busiest travel holiday in history, in the over 70-year history of O'Hare Airport. And look, it's starting to look like it. Now, I've seen people really start to pack in here. The good news is, though, if you look closely, you don't see too many lines that are outside the ropes of the security checkpoint. So that just tells me, look, the lines are getting a little bit longer, but they're moving pretty well. And today especially is going to be busy at the airports here and across the country. According to the FAA, more than 52,000 flights are scheduled. Many airlines are preparing for the surge of flyers. United says they expect around 300,000 more passengers this year compared to 2024. American Airlines, where I'm at, added special late night flights just to make sure people get to their destinations on time during this holiday period. But look, as you said, Tanya, you got to make sure you're bringing the right stuff for Thanksgiving, right? So here's some important things to remember. Most foods can be carried through a TSA checkpoint, but some items you got to put it in the check bag, like most alcoholic beverages, cranberry sauce, gravy, any canned fruit or vegetables. Also, if you've been following along with Tracy Butler, you got to keep an eye on that weather. Check your flight ahead of time. Parts of the country we're expecting to see severe weather. That could lead to flight delays and cancellations. So far, we're doing pretty good over here at O'Hare Airport, but still, best advice is to be more than on time.
Get here early. You know Chicago traffic, you know those highways and byways can fill up very quickly. So to avoid congestion, we recommend people take public transportation. Obviously, the CTA provides quick service to both of the airports, very convenient. Arrive early, prepare for the worst, just in case. We know that these backups at TSA can happen.
Now, if you are one of those who says, I ain't got to skip out of the airport, I'm going to pack up the car with all the kids, family, friends, and just do the drive, AAA says you can expect the most backups today and tomorrow. So again, same lesson applies here, to be on time and be early as much as possible. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Jasmine, thank you. 4 people are now charged with stabbing a man to death in the Loop. 23-year-old Samuel Alvarado Moreno is one of the 4 people charged. The other 3-year-old teenagers. That includes a 14 and 16-year-old boy charged with murder. The stabbing happened on Sunday morning near Adams and Wabash. We're told the victim was a man who was experiencing homelessness. Police have not shared a motive in the attack.
The Chicago man accused of killing his wife in his South Loop high-rise building pled guilty to contempt of court charges in New Buffalo, Michigan. The ABC 7i team was the only media in court when Adam Beckerink admitted showing up intoxicated to a court-ordered drug test. Last month, he pleaded no contest to domestic violence charges involving his late wife. Beckerink faces extradition to Cook County on a Chicago police warrant for the murder of his 36-year-old wife, Caitlin Tracy. He has not waived extradition, but could do so at any time.
Today, the woman arrested after a multi-state manhunt is set to face a Chicago judge.
Morgan Geyser, known for her role in the Slender Man stabbing case, was taken into custody in Posen after escaping a Wisconsin group home. Stephanie Wade is here with more on Geyser's extradition hearing. Stephanie.
Yeah, Tanya and Terrell, Morgan Geyser allegedly cut off her ankle monitor and left the group home she was staying at in Wisconsin. She and another person made it all the way here to Posen, where they spent the night in Posen police lockup. Geyser was the subject of a nationwide search for about a day until police found her. She initially gave officers a fake name, then told them they could Google her to find out who she was. Geyser was 12 years old when she and an accomplice lured a classmate into the woods and stabbed her repeatedly, all in an effort to appease a fictional character on the internet known as Slender Man. The victim survived, and Geyser was ultimately found not guilty by reason of mental disease and sentenced to a mental health institution. She was released earlier this year to a group home and now in the Cook County Jail. Geyser's attorney says she's worked hard for her rehabilitation and perhaps was led astray.
Only reason Morgan would ever do that is because she was somehow taken advantage of by another person, probably the person she was with, who doesn't care about her the way that her family, her legal team, and her loved ones do. Highly doubt that she was a manipulator.
And Geyser's hearing is later this morning. Prosecutors want to extradite her back to Wisconsin, where the Department of Human Services is expected to ask that she return to institutional care. Tanya, back to you.
Thank you, Stephanie. This morning, questions about safety in the Loop. Multiple teenagers were shot just after the tree lighting ceremony on Friday night.
14-year-old Armani Floyd was killed in one of 2 shootings that broke out following a so-called teen takeover. Friends got together yesterday for a balloon release in his honor. Armani's father says he was more than just a victim of gun violence.
He was a good kid. Like I said, he had a 3.7 grade average, and he participated in productive and prosperous things in the community.
A flyer shared widely on social media is an example of what Alderman William Hall says is fuel that gives rise to large-scale teen gatherings. The 6th Ward Alderman is now preparing an ordinance aimed at holding social media companies accountable.
It's their job to take down anything that's violence, anything that promotes violence, nudity, or any types of abuse, and they failed.
The ordinance would require major social media companies to take down posts promoting illegal teen gatherings. Alderman Hall says he plans to introduce this ordinance before the end of the year. An Illinois congresswoman is describing her visit to the Broadview ICE facility. Lauren Underwood says her visit marked the first time in several years that a member of Congress has been allowed inside the facility. There were no detainees or detention officers present because the security system is being upgraded.
It looks terrible. It is not a place where you want to spend time. Each holding cell had a toilet. The toilet was not in any way anything that any of us would be comfortable using, certainly not in an area that is open to others.
Underwood's visit comes weeks after a federal judge ordered the Department of Homeland Security to improve conditions at the facility. The Department of Homeland Security has not commented on that visit.
Barrington adopted a resolution to be a welcoming community. However, the village says it may have to tweak the resolution based on legal challenges to the Trust Act in Illinois. The Trust Act bans local law enforcement from participating in immigration enforcement.
Today, Northwest Indiana. There in Northwest Indiana, there will be a blood drive, or a food drive, a food drive giveaway. It's for anyone who lives in Calumet Township. The giveaway starts at 9 this morning at 1900 West 41st Avenue in Gary, Indiana. You need to show ID to confirm you live in Calumet Township.
And this morning, a major holiday push is underway. Thousands of pounds of food are moving through the Northern Illinois Food Bank.
The team is packing 50,000 holiday meal boxes for families across 13 counties, and Val Warner is out there live at the Geneva warehouse with a look inside. Val, good morning.
Good morning. So we are here in the western suburbs in Geneva, as you mentioned, Terrell, and now we've made our way to the transportation area, and this is where all the food that's here at the Northern Illinois Food Bank gets distributed. But right now we know we are right here at the holidays. Thanksgiving just a couple days away. Holiday food boxes are very important for so many families. We talked about 1 in 10 families in Northern Illinois face food insecurity. And so, Julie, these holiday food boxes are really a lifesaver for so many families.
Absolutely. We've had our holiday meal box program for over 25 years because we know that the holidays are such a stressful time for families financially, right? We're all stretching our dollars to buy gifts and get food on the table. And we want every family in Northern Illinois to be able to have a really wonderful meal with their family and make good memories.
And you've been planning this since April. This is not something that happens overnight.
No, ma'am. We have so many boxes that we have to start ordering all of the turkeys in April. All of the supplies come in over the summer and we start packing in October.
Okay, and this is where I want to turn to Chuck, because Chuck is responsible for making sure all of these holiday food boxes get out. Chuck, good morning to you.
Good morning, Val. How are you?
I'm great. So what's the process like for these holiday meal boxes?
So just to give you some perspective, 50,000 holiday meal boxes, that's our volume. We're talking about when it goes through our picking process, everything stretches out to probably 800 plus pallets. Okay, so it's a heavy lift for us, for sure. That's an added 25% to our volume, in addition to our agency orders. Last week alone, we did more than 400 pallets a day to try to get these out to the folks and get them their turkeys before the holidays.
And I mean, it has to be a surge, too, because of the government shutdown, the SNAP crisis. The volume, I'm sure, has increased.
Yeah, our volume right now with like SNAP response is pushing 10%. So you're talking about an extra 25% on our trucks for holiday meal box and almost 10% with the lack of SNAP demand.
And we're seeing George behind you loading up a truck. I mean, how many workers are we talking about that makes this happen for you on a day in and day out basis?
Right now we're operating with about 25 drivers, 26 maybe with some of the temporary help. And we're covering a lot of territory. We're doing anywhere between 600 to 900 stops per week, okay? And it is a heavy lift. It's a puzzle every day for our people, but we have a great team and they figure it out.
Yeah, there you heard it. It's a heavy lift, literally and figuratively. But the folks here at the Northern Illinois Food Bank are getting it done. And that's why we are imploring our viewers to get involved, feed the love, make a difference, do what you can, whether it's showing up and volunteering, whether it's donating $1, which that dollar can stretch into $8 worth of groceries. So all of it makes a difference. We're going to send it back inside to you, Tanya and Terrell.
All right.
And what a great thing. $1 can create $8 worth of food for a family that needs it. You can feed the love this holiday season. Scan the QR code on your screen or head to our news app or website to make a donation to local food banks.
Coming up this morning, live and local news, streaming out loud. We are just getting started. On the way, Let's see here. It is the secret to choosing the perfect Christmas tree. What to look for before you drag one home.
But first, your 12-hour AccuWeather forecast next.
Well, good morning. We had heavy rain in the area overnight. Maybe you heard that, but the heavy rain is done in Chicago for the day. However, the nuisance drizzle, that is not done, nor is the fog. Visibility, St. Charles, 3/4 of a mile, 1/4 of a mile visibility in DeKalb, and 3/4 mile visibility in Morris. These other visibilities, they're still staying kind of stagnant. I just heard from Monty in the Edgewater neighborhood. He says it's pretty foggy up his way. Futurecast does show the rain diminishing. Wind's not that strong. That's one reason the fog has plenty of opportunity to just kind of settle in. And I think it will settle in even maybe for the afternoon for us today. Well, wind advisory. This goes into effect tomorrow morning. So when we see you at this time tomorrow morning, it is going to be gusty. It is going to be blustery, as we are expecting those wind speeds to surpass 40 miles per hour. It's going to be cold and blustery tomorrow. It's going to be cold and blustery on Thanksgiving Day. So if you have any outdoor community activities on Thanksgiving Day, I think much of the day we are going to have wind chills in the teens. Highs today, 50s. Right now, most of our temperatures are around 47 degrees. Diane.
All right, let's take a look at what's going on out there this morning. Tracy, still not very quiet. In fact, we're still experiencing lots of different crashes across the board. So we're going to start by looking at the big picture, starting to see some heavy delays on the Kennedy outbound, as well as the Edens coming into the Kennedy Junction. Just got word of a crash northbound I-57 past 103rd, and we're definitely seeing a delay there. Crews are on the way to the scene there. Southbound 355 near Roosevelt. There's a medical emergency in the right lane. State police are behind that vehicle. They're waiting for an ambulance to get there to take care of the person in the vehicle in front of that state police vehicle. Eastbound I-90 near Devon. Let's go to our tollway camera. We actually have what looks like maybe a stalled semi, or maybe they're having some issues, but there that semi is in the right shoulder, but also partial right lane, and the state police also taking out partially the right lane as well, creating a little bit of delay there. All right, Terrell, back over to you.
Diane, thank you so much. Neighbors at a suburban condo have many questions this morning. Police say there was a murder-suicide in their building. This happened Friday in Arlington Heights. Police say property manager Stephen Wiegensberg was shot several times. His colleague Juan Medina was also found dead from what the medical examiner says was a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Why did it happen? You know, everybody's just trying to figure out why somebody will go to such lengths to do something like this, you know?
I feel really, really sorry for both families, actually, because I don't think they will ever know the details of what happened and why that happened.
In a statement, Wiegenberg's family said, "We strongly condemn the violence that has caused such irreplaceable loss and call upon our community to join in rejecting gun violence in all its forms. The Reverend Jesse Jackson is out of the hospital this morning. He spent nearly 2 weeks being treated at Northwestern Hospital for a rare neurological disorder. His family says he is stable, adding, quote, "We bear witness to the fact that prayer works," and would also like to thank the professional, caring, and amazing medical and security staff at Northwestern Memorial Hospital. We humbly ask for your continued prayers throughout this precious time. Coming up this morning, fresh, fragrant, and long-lasting, the holiday greenery guide you will want before Thanksgiving. Plus, local families get extra holiday cheer this week, and Chicago is feeling proud about it. That's on the way.
Eyewitness News, streaming at 7, continues after a break.
"21 past the hour, the DuPage County Board is expected to vote on their proposed 2026 budget. The spending plan supports vital county services while preparing for uncertainty in federal funding. The proposed budget also strengthens the county's social service infrastructure in areas like food insecurity and community sustainability."
A special movie screening downtown to honor the legacy of Chicago's most famous film critics, Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert. Tonight's film, Lone Star, will be shown at 7 o'clock at the Claudia Cassidy Theater. That's inside the Chicago Cultural Center. This is the final film planned in a month-long series that paid tribute to the 50th anniversary of Siskel and Ebert's TV partnership reviewing movies.
Awesome. All right, we're going to leave with everybody that's watching Good Morning America. Tanya will have a news update on TV in just a bit, and you will see it here as well.
And when we come back, one organization is spreading holiday spirit across Chicago with food, gifts, and kindness. It's been doing this for nearly 3 decades.
Now, an update from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It is 7:23. I'm Tanya Babich. There are new charges against 4 people accused of stabbing and killing a man in the Loop. We're told the victim was a man experiencing homelessness. 23-year-old Samuel Alvarado Moreno is one of the people charged. The other 3 are all teens, among them a 14-year-old and 16-year-old boy. They're both charged with murder. The stabbing happened Sunday morning near Adams and Wabash, and Chicago police have not yet shared a motive for the attack. Let's get a check of the ABC7 AccuWeather forecast. Here's meteorologist Tracy Butler.
Hi there, Tanya. We just have some drizzle lingering this morning. Also, some fog in the area, too. Visibility in DeKalb is terrible right now. And that terrible visibility does extend farther south toward Ottawa Morris, as you can see. So keeping an eye on the fog. 45 right now in DeKalb. No icy conditions to be worried about. 48 Midway, 48 in Gary, 47 now in Waukegan. It does look like the drizzle and the fog will linger better part of the morning. Highs today in the 50s, but a strong cold front is coming our way here tonight. That's going to send our temperatures plummeting and send those wind speeds gusting. Diane with traffic after this.
If you want total health care from a provider you trust,
Hi, Blair.
right in the palm of your hand, If you want soup, sweatpants, and zero in-person contact. If you want wellness wherever. Our virtual primary care delivers with great website manner.
No worries.
So choose your doctor from our profiles and enjoy the healthiest online relationship you've ever had. House calls have evolved. Advocate Healthcare.
Welcome back, everybody. As I was explaining to Hope that I have a stomach ache. All right, so looking at the roads this morning, finally starting to see some delays on the outbound Kennedy plus outbound in the Edens. Now, I have a call into IDOT to see if there's something going on the Edens, because I did notice a very strange delay heading outbound. So it's possible that there's a crash there. We'll fill you in as soon as we get some confirmed information on that. Inbound in the Kennedy near Canfield, sounds like there is a crash here. IDOT is with that as well, and it is causing a very, very massive backup, as is this one. Northbound on I-57, past 103rd, a crash in the lane of traffic there.
Welcome back, streamers. So that's what it looks like when you're looking at the city from Navy Pier. Can't see a whole lot. So it's not just you if you're feeling a little foggy on this Tuesday morning. Got a case of the Monday Tuesdays, as we often do, or perhaps you wish it was Wednesday, you think it is. Sorry, not yet. Local families are receiving a helping hand this holiday season, and it's making Chicago proud. Christmas in the Wards handed out food, clothing, and grocery store gift cards yesterday at the Luther Terrace Apartments. Last week, the organization started to do similar giveaways across the city. Christmas in the Wards has been handing out food to families for 29 years.
Streaming just got a holiday upgrade. Disney Plus and Hulu are offering a big Black Friday deal. You can now get the Disney Plus and Hulu bundle for just under $5 a month for the first year. It's a yearly savings of nearly $100 compared to the regular monthly subscription price. You'll be able to enjoy movies from Marvel Studios like The Fantastic Four, First Steps, and hit shows including High Potential, which is also good. You can head to our news app and website for more details to sign up.
Coming up this morning, streaming at 7 o'clock, who's going to take home the Mirrorball Trophy? More on the 5 remaining couples ready to wow the judges on Dancing with the Stars.
Plus, Illinois and Indiana have weighed in holiday spuds. But which potato side is your favorite?
Ooh, and how long can wreaths, garlands, and poinsettias really survive indoors? The lovely Jennifer Brennan with her Evergreen expertise. It includes the one thing you should never do after 7:45.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 7 continues.
Good morning and welcome back, everybody. There we go, returning to our Navy Pier camera and all of that fog and mist this morning. I mean, a hazard in its own right, but I guess at least the rain isn't as bad as it was overnight.
Yeah, it was very heavy rain overnight. I mentioned I heard from Monty up at Edgewater, and he says the fog's very, very bad. Very soupy morning out there.
Yeah.
So just be aware of that. And this fog very likely is even going to linger into at least the early part of the afternoon. We'll still get those temperatures in the 50s. As for any more rain today, it's just kind of drizzly. Diane.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about what's going on outside, because I do have a location on that Edens crash out on your Tui. We're seeing delays as far back as the junction, so a heads up there. And then out on I-55 northbound near Wenrick, we have the left lane down with a crash there too. Is all of a sudden starting to get really busy. Northbound I-57 past 103rd, we have a crash there in the lane of traffic as well, creating a heavy travel time coming inbound.
Okay, Diane, thank you. This morning we're talking about the dance floor and the drama that's reaching its peak tonight.
Tonight, the glitz, the glamour, and the competition all come to a head on Dancing with the Stars finale.
You better watch out. It's gonna be epic. I'm so excited. Whatever happens, we'll have danced every dance we could have danced. And that is truly the fulfillment of the dream.
I get another chance to dance up here and to dance with Val.
I really wanted to be here every step of the way. I had so much to prove.
She always saw something in me when I didn't, so it feels good to be able to step up to the plate.
In last week's semifinals, reality star Whitney Levitt and pro Mark Ballas were sent home. It was a shocking elimination. The remaining 5 couples will perform 3 dances each, a judge's choice, an instant dance, and a freestyle routine.
All right.
Okay.
So Tracy, your man,
Robert.
he's in it.
Yes.
Robert, in it to win it.
Probably the guy that is going to win it, I think.
I don't know if you saw this, but in the episode, the birthday episode, which was 2 weeks ago, Prince William FaceTimed him.
Oh, really?
What? Prince William.
Wait, like he's a fan of the show and like watches
royalty?
it?
Well, apparently Prince William and Robert have worked on philanthropic conservation efforts together.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
And the great thing about this was Whitney was like, what?
Great. What's going on?
And it was so great, but they are just beautiful, and his joy, that's what I love, his joy on the dance floor. It's so contagious. And everybody really in the top 5 here that we're going to see tonight, they're all very, very good.
Yeah, I mean, all talented. It's, you know, I guess, so what brings it home? It's the personality, you know. If he's cute as a button, that doesn't hurt.
Yeah. I mean, but Alex, tremendous dancer. She has done extremely well. I mean, this routine was so fantastic, but they all, again, the top 5, they're all trying to bring it.
Yikes! I really haven't seen a misstep from
Swayze.
him anywhere.
Wow.
No.
I know. I know, we're just seeing my pick here.
I know, you know what?
Yeah,
He's remarkable, Tracy.
Like I'm trying to convince everybody.
Right.
Convinced. He's remarkable.
Yeah.
He really is.
Well, he looks like a professional dancer.
He looks like a professional.
I would love it for him to win because his sister won too.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It would
That's
be
right.
really sweet.
I wonder if they have any dance, like in their family. If either of them, were they dancing? I don't.
Not that I know. I don't think so.
Oh,
No.
okay. That's
No.
amazing. You can just pick up and roll like that. That's really great.
Practice.
You're right.
Well, you should know.
But that's.
You don't have no, wait a minute now. You don't have a ton of time to learn your dance routine.
Don't, and I
Okay.
have zero dance experience.
Okay.
So you make a good point.
Yeah, I mean, it's all it all depends on your determination, right?
Right. You
like
make a
your
really good
practice,
point.
your determination.
I just need to carry you guys around in my back pocket.
Just to be motivated.
You know what I mean?
Aw,
Right.
a little hype squad.
Feel all good about myself.
Go,
Oh, you know
Terrell.
Oh gosh, I could use that really. All right,
Everybody deserves a hype squad.
I agree with that. Yep. Hey, holiday tastes are changing. Chocolates beating pumpkin.
What?
And side dish loyalties are flipping across the country.
It's about time.
Yeah.
No.
First, we begin with pie. So move over pumpkin. A new American Pie Council survey finds chocolate pie is now the top Thanksgiving favorite.
Yes!
So are you team chocolate, team pumpkin, or something else? Maybe pecan.
Or sweet potato.
pecan.
Yeah.
My mother makes the best chocolate cream pie.
Really?
Oh.
Wow. Yes.
Makes it from scratch.
Oh, yes.
And you have her send me the recipe?
Yeah, I definitely
Because, you know,
will.
I'm not a baker, but I will try.
I used to make Martha Stewart's chocolate pecan pie.
Oh, that sounds
And
good.
it almost tasted like a candy bar.
Oh, yeah.
So my daughter loves to bake. This year, instead of sweet potato pie, she's making pumpkin chai tiramisu.
Ooh,
Pumpkin.
jeez.
Pumpkin chai tiramisu.
Yeah.
So is it going to be layered?
It'll be layered. It has the lady fingers soaked
In a
like
pie pan or
like a casserole dish.
Which one is she choosing? Do you know?
Casserole
Is
dish,
she-
I think.
okay,
Yeah,
all
whatever we can bring with us to
All
where
right.
we're going. Yeah, but the pumpkin is cooked down and it's whipped with the mascarpone. And then you layer that with. Yeah, it sounds good.
Sounds amazing. Can you bring in some of that?
I mean, if there's any left over.
She's available for hire. Girl's got to make some cash to pay for all the things she likes to buy from Brandy Melville.
Learning young. Hey, from pies to potatoes, according to Google Trends, Illinoisans love apparently, what are these?
Au gratin.
Au gratin, yeah. Au gratin.
Oh, okay. So they're a favorite, while Hoosiers in Indiana are cozying up with the creamy butter burger soup.
Creamy potato burger soup, really?
Creamy potato burger soup. Yeah. Which I've never heard of that. So are you team cheesy or team creamy? Or do you want both? Hell, I'll take both. They both sound good to me.
We're actually
Jennifer
doing
Brennan's
something
voting for cheese.
healthy.
Cheesy?
We're going healthy this year.
Healthy? Oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
So you're doing the creamy potato burger soup?
No, neither. Actually,
Oh,
we're
okay.
baking sweet potatoes and then drizzling them with hot honey and pecans.
That sounds
Can
amazing.
I ask a maybe dumb question?
Yeah.
What is potato soup?
It's
no joke.
Kind of like, think of a potato
Is it
leek.
creamy
It's
or is it
creamy.
frothy?
It's creamy.
Potato soup.
Creamy
I'm sure
potato.
I've had it, right? But
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for
I'm
sure. And then listen, a potato soup is really good when you load it up with bacon bits and cheddar cheese and basically like you would load up a potato, a baked potato.
With a boiled egg in it?
Really?
What?
Yeah. Oh, God.
How very dim sum of you.
What is that from?
Isn't that very Polish, I thought?
I don't know. Is it?
I thought so.
I'm not Polish. I'm lots of things. I'm not
Dzień dobry.
Polish.
Somebody
I don't
tell
know.
me, please.
I feel like I should know this.
I know.
We'll be right back.
Dzień dobry.
Good morning to you. Diminishing areas of rain, definitely. This is light rain right up along the state line, Antioch, Richmond, but it is diminishing as well. So we're just left with kind of drizzle and some fog. Terrible visibility out there around DeKalb right now, down through Morris and into Ottawa. It's 47 at O'Hare, 48 degrees right now out at Midway. High temperatures today up into the 50s, but a strong cold front comes our way here tonight. And that cold front is going to allow those temperatures to plummet. And we are also going to get very gusty winds here during the day tomorrow. Let's check in with Diane on traffic.
crash on the Edens, which is creating a big old delay all the way back to the Kennedy Junction. It's outbound near Toohey. The right lane is down there. In fact, expect that backup to start happening on the Kennedy itself. It's a car and a semi. Again, right lane is down there. Right lane also down northbound I-55. I had an updated location. It's closer to Genoa, so a heads up there. And again, about 1.5 miles to 2 miles of a delay here. A couple vehicles involved. Also the right lane down. Crews are with that crash as well. Tanya and Terrell? Oh, Tracy, over to you.
This morning, we are kicking off the holiday season with a little Evergreen expertise, of course. Our go-to, Jennifer Brennan from Chalet Home and Garden, here to help us pick the perfect tree. But you have us covered from fragrance to the firmness of the trees and so many other things. First off, let's talk a little bit about wreaths and winter gardens.
Yes, yes. Well, I mean, a wreath, you just can't beat having a wreath on your front door.
Sure.
A lot of people like to hang them over the garage door.
Mhm.
And when you have the mixed greens like this one, and then you spray it with wilt-proof, it lasts all season.
Okay.
All the way through. And so like this one looks more holiday with the red berries on
Sure.
it. But then you can also get those that just have pine cones on them that are just lovely and wonderful. And then you have, they'll call them porch pots. I call them evergreen containers. And these are mixed greens. So you have spruce tops and
Right,
white
that's
pine,
these.
and then a variegated boxwood, and then all your accessories. So your pine cones. This looks very Christmas and wintry with the pine cones and the frosted birch.
Branches.
And then the one next to it looks more wintry because it doesn't have as much red, well, except for the cardinal. It doesn't have as much red in it, but that would be good for a winter. It would take you
Right.
through January all the way through March.
Oh,
and
I
these
know.
last that long, and they're in soil. They're
Would
just
you
in
put that
soil.
wilt-proof on this? too?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And you can spray your greens before you work with them, or wait, and once you get your container made, spray it afterwards.
Is there any need to water these?
Not at all. Well, we like to water them once so that the topsoil is wet.
Okay.
And then it freezes, and no teenage boys and no squirrels can pull those branches out. And so it holds them in place.
You having had a
Holds them in place.
teenage boy at one
I
time in your life.
I have.
Let's talk about when you go to the tree lot, what is the first thing you look for?
Well, the first thing that I like to tell people when they say I just don't know what I want is you ask them do you want something that's fragrant? Some people don't like fragrance. Some people are allergic, so they go with a tree that doesn't have as much fragrance or a different fragrance. So fragrance, and then the height,
Right.
and then needle retention, and if they have small children, want to decorate the tree, you don't want a tree that has prickly needles.
Let's walk over to the trees.
Excellent.
We can, and Mike has us on camera here. Okay. This I know is something you pointed out.
These are white pines.
Yes.
And you can see how soft the needles are.
And these were good if you have small
If you have
children.
small children, then they're not going to get stuck with the needles.
But what about the needle retention?
Needle retention is good, but it's not best.
Okay.
And the best is the Fraser fir. Any of the firs have the best needle retention. And Frasers are just so wonderful. They have soft needles, really firm branches, so they'll hold even heavier ornaments. And then the timeline for needle retention for a tree, 2 weeks indoors is the best.
Okay.
You can get by with 3 weeks.
Okay.
But longer than that, be nervous.
What's this one here that I'm hiding
That's a
from?
concolor fir.
Concolor fir.
Concolor.
These needles are soft.
They're soft and they smell more lemony.
They do.
Instead of more evergreen.
Okay.
And so people love all of these. Firs are the best, then the pines, and then spruces.
Okay, we had a young man who had a question for you.
Yes.
His name is Terrell.
Hi, my dear. It's nice to meet you.
Answers, young man. All your answers.
What was your question?
I am thinking about doing a live tree for the first time ever
Aw,
this year.
good for you.
So I haven't bought it yet or even found where I'm going to chop it down and all that good stuff. But my mom is terrified of them because she's afraid she's going to burn the house down. So what do I need to keep in mind if I'm looking to do this for the first time?
Okay, you want to make sure you get a fresh tree. So when you're walking onto the lot, you can actually pick the tree up, hold it by the trunk, and tap it on the ground. And if needles drop off, it's not a fresh tree.
Oh, okay.
If not a lot of needles drop off, I mean, some are always going to drop off, but not a lot. I mean, if not a lot, it's a fresh tree.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to interrupt because we have more from Jennifer. We have to take a quick break.
Oh, cool.
She's going to continue to school Terrell right after this. Okay, we continue our tree talk with Jennifer and this young man, Terrell, because he had another question about keeping it watered.
Yeah.
I have all kinds of tricks.
Okay,
I have
well,
great
you want to
tricks.
take a look?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a good stand.
Okay.
Get a good stand. These stands
And-
are great, and these are called. I'm going to come over here
Yeah,
so
sure.
I can talk. Okay, so these are the Cinco stands,
Mhm.
and then they hold the tree up beautifully. These trees weren't in the stands when we got here. And
Get out of here!
and-
You did this since you've been here?
Uh-huh.
Oh wow!
Well, and Royce and and Mike.
Rory
we
and
did this.
Mike
Yeah.
and Colette.
So,
Right,
so then
right,
Jennifer,
uh-huh.
and then the plate on the bottom.
Oh yeah,
I've never
this is
seen that before.
Yeah, there's square ones and then round ones, and it protects your carpeting.
Perfect.
Good.
So so when the needles drop,
Great.
most of them drop into that.
Yeah.
Is that fun?
Oh,
and
that's
then-
awesome.
And then this is another cool thing. Okay, what you
That's
wanna
what I
do,
always do. That's-
you
yeah, but
put
this
your
is so much
you put
cuter.
your tree bag. It has a hole in it, and it goes over the stand, and you put the tree in, and then when it's done, you just lift the bag
up.
over it. And then when you drag it out of the house, needles don't go over your
Oh,
house.
that's
Oh, it's
genius.
great.
Isn't that neat?
That's
Is that
great.
neat?
Yeah.
Okay, and then
That's genius.
and then you need to keep it watered.
Okay.
So when you get a fresh tree, you have to get a fresh cut on the trunk, and all good places will give you a fresh cut. They've got saws. They give you a fresh cut, and you have to get that tree in a bucket of water, like a 3-gallon bucket of water, in your garage, filled with water, and leave it standing in that until you're ready to bring it inside. So like 2 or 3 weeks before you're going to decorate, and then you always keep water in the stand. Now, for you to crawl underneath to put water in the stand, terrible. Look here.
Get it! Look at that! No
You
way.
just-
Oh, that's so
Wait,
helpful.
I missed that. What is that?
Where was that when I used to do real trees?
there.
You thought it was a decoration.
I really did.
It blends right in.
What about the water box you have, Jen?
and then there's this other thing. We don't have to worry about that. And okay, see this package?
Here, let me take
Yeah.
this from your hand so you're free
you
to
thought
talk.
this was a package for you.
Yeah, I thought that was something from Santa for
No,
me, actually.
and it is. So what you do, you fill this with water. That's filled with water, and then see the pipe that goes into the stand.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Really fills it.
It's like an irrigation system.
Wow.
Oh my
You
gosh.
just have to check to see that your gift box is full of water.
Oh wow!
Is that slick?
That is
That's
slick.
genius.
That's like a Christmas present.
It does.
That's genius.
Okay.
Because once it gets dry, that the cambium seals up, and then it will never take any water again.
Oh, okay.
And then, so if you would come to Chalet and get a wonderful Fraser fir from our farms, our grower that we work with in Virginia,
Yeah.
they don't take up a lot of water because they're so fresh.
Oh, wow.
They're cut and trucked here in 2 days. So people go, well, it's not taking water up. I mean, it's because they're so fresh. They don't.
Hey,
need
Jen,
water.
real quick.
So don't worry. Uh-huh.
Before we run out of time, right behind you, the poinsettias. What's the first thing you do
Oh,
when you
yes.
bring home a poinsettia?
Cut the bottom of the wrapper, so make sure that it doesn't stand in water. And then when you do water it, you water once a week, water and let it drain, and drain out the saucer if it's sitting in a saucer. And then and it's only once a week. That's all it needs.
Wow.
Oh, and then enjoy fun things like this. These are rosemary
Rosemary's,
trees.
yeah.
And you have some big events at Chalet coming up too.
Oh, we really do. We have the reindeer are there. We have 2 live reindeer, and then we also have Santa Claus is going to be there every weekend.
Santa!
and you can walk in to see Santa. And we have reservations, but you can walk in and see him. And Santa loves coming to Chalet.
And we love coming to see you.
Thank you.
You and the reindeer and all the fun things.
So much fun. It is so much fun. Yeah, please come to see Chalet.
I
sure will.
so
Jennifer.
Me too.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh, I have learned so much.
That's my goal.
Wow.
That's
Have you,
great.
my dear. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Quick break here. When we come back, holiday rush is here, and this year it is record-breaking. The skies and the roads are expected to be the busiest in 15 years. Plus, no Powerball winner overnight, but someone in Illinois is waking up a millionaire. Who that might be, coming up after the break.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
One more look at this morning's top stories. This Thanksgiving is expected to be the busiest in 15 years at airports here and across the country. According to the FAA, more than 52,000 flights are scheduled today. And if you plan on driving for the holiday, AAA says the worst backups are expected today and tomorrow afternoon.
The woman known for the Slender Man stabbing faces an extradition hearing today in Cook County. Morgan Geyser was found yesterday in South Suburban Posen after authorities say she cut off an electronic monitoring device and left a group home in Wisconsin. Prosecutors want to return her to Wisconsin, where the Department of Human Services is expected to ask that she be taken back into institutional care.
There was no winner last night in the Powerball drawing, but a ticket sold here in Illinois in the Match 5 game. It's worth $1 million. The Powerball drawing tomorrow has a jackpot of an estimated $681 million. Tracy.
Well, we're a winner because Jennifer Brennan is here, but this morning, not winning with this. This is thick fog that we have throughout the area right now. Little drizzly here today. Highs in the 50s, but it gets really cold, really windy starting tomorrow.
Okay, got it. Tracy, thank you so much. National Parfait Day today. Get you one of these delicious breakfast treats on this Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You always bring such
brought
fun
all this
little
stuff in
things.
her car.
It's just crazy.
I didn't brag about our homemade bows.
You can brag about them now.
Chalet is one of the few places that makes handmade bows. So all of these bows on the trees and the table were handmade by our bow specialists.
And they shape up really nicely year to year.
And that is going to do it for us.
No, it's not.
Streaming this.
8
Oh, that's
o'clock.
right. I keep forgetting.
He'll get it eventually.
Yeah. So we're done streaming at 7, but hang on. Top of the hour. Fresh news. Just out.
Fresh news. Woo!
Stale news.
New.
Weather has not changed.
That's right. We'll see you at 8 o'clock, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Oh, it's great. That's great. Yeah, this. I'm going to make sure Tony gets this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
He wanted his mistletoe.
There was a failure on the mistletoe crop this year.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because of the drought. Well, guess who else doesn't do well?
The mistletoe.